How do I assess current state?
Oof.
Where to start?
Yeah. And I'd say that not because I want to leave the impression that it's that hard. It is. If you're trying to do it, give yourself a little bit of grace, because I think that the honest truth is that there's no perfect way to start except to just go, right? You're not going to get every department to participate the first round, right? Maybe not even the second round. You're not going to get the robustness of responses in a consistent way that first or second round of doing this. My recommendation is pick one department that you know has to do this, that there will definitely be some sort of risk-based outcome with, and start there.
And what's your approach to determining the risky departments? And I know, talking to lots of customers over the years, a risk-based approach is a very popular method to prioritize work and make sure that, you can't always get to everything. So I think that's a great method. And usually I see customers look at their, risk score in the data inventory hub, but you're taking a unique approach of saying, I kind of know what business units or entities within our organization have more risk. Is it from working with them over the years, or from kind of having a little bit of oversight over, what data is being collected that you just know at this point?
So the great privilege that I get to live in is seeing the same challenge at different organizations and the different approaches taken. Normally, there are a few key departments that are, I apologize to those that are on the phone that fall into these departments. HR, marketing,
the
sales,
usual suspects.
right?
Exactly.
It becomes exactly the usual suspects, right? I think the other way to look at it, if you're not taking a functional department approach, but if you're looking at certain business lines, if you're in a healthcare setting, right? And one of your departments manufactures syringes, and another one of your department runs blood labs, right? Inevitably, the blood lab is going to have more sensitive information that is being dealt with, right? It is the larger trail of cookie crumbs that you're going to want to follow than, let's say, your M&D, right? Same for organizations that are multi-jurisdiction. If there's particular business units or teams that work in geography that has regulations already in place, right? That may be another thoughtful approach of saying, okay, we're going to start with our business that's on a continent in Europe versus maybe a state in the US that does not have a comprehensive.
Correct. And you have to start somewhere. And you can also have the approach that I already saw in the past when discussing with other DPOs, like, where can I get caught? So is it on the front office, on our websites? Is it on the back office, on our IT systems? That can be also another approach, like stating, where can I get caught? And this is where I start.
And you both have very methodical approaches, and I think, on point. How do you socialize your approach with internal stakeholders to make sure you get buy-in, that they agree with your line of thinking, and that, this is the way that they're comfortable with?
He's hard on us today, right?
Yeah. I might need some either ice cream or a nice glass of wine.
Or a cookie.
Maybe a cookie.
I'll send you both wine.
but not a marketing cookie, just a functional cookie.
A functional cookie with a lot of sugar, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, you have two approaches. Either you go from top down or from down to top. Either you have the buy-in from the top management because you had the opportunity to explain them why is this important. So then they will cascade to their team, and it will be like, yes, we have to do it because we have the manager buy-in. Or you can go from down to the top because you will talk with the people who are doing the day-to-day job and who are actually touching the data, handling the data themselves. And then you can actually explain to the top level that, yes, we already did the main necessary job to understand where we are. Now we need your buy-in on the next steps on what we are going to do with the data if we found something there that we need to put under control.
I think the other piece of this, right, is whether you start at the top or you start kind of grassroots in nature, is figure out where you can try to articulate a value that's not just, oh, we're doing this thing for compliance purposes. And, you know, you have no choice. You just have to, right? Nobody wants to do the user access review for all of their employees that have system access, right? Nobody wants to do the, oh, I've got to fill out the, you know, the quarterly performance, you know, spreadsheets. Nobody wants to have another questionnaire of, let me have to answer the same 40 questions I've done other times, right? So I think if you can find a stakeholder, right, that's somewhere kind of in the middle, and they're able to help you think through the value proposition, and you use that, now people are a little bit more intrigued, right? Maybe not fully bought in, but they're more intrigued by the idea of the what's in it for me,